today, July 21st. First item of business for the Drainage Board is the meeting of the minutes and the approval. Any alterations or corrections, or entertain a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
3-0. Okay. Back to you.
Good morning, or good afternoon. So a little bit of old business, the spray program for 2025, they have completed a week or two ago, I think 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, completed it. We'll, as we're looking around, if there's some areas that need touched up, I believe that they are going to be spraying over in Huntington County here in the next few weeks. I know they usually spray in August. If I need to get them back over here and do any touch-up work, that we'll try to coordinate that when they're over in Huntington County. Overall, not a lot of complaints this year, went fairly smoothly, actually. So, we did have them touch up a couple areas from the 24 spray program out the south end of the county. There was one particular ditch that I'd had some complaints on, and so I actually rode the tractor with them when they sprayed it. They got all of it done. So, next item is the Carl Helms Tile Watershed. This is the one that is out near Allenco Steel. You should have a map in your packet. Didn't know if there's anything else that you need from me, Ted?
No, I think we found a way to do this, and so I just need to follow up with my partnership.
Okay. So, intention is to make a repair to that tile and then transfer jurisdiction over to the city of Bluffton. It's located entirely within the city limits of Bluffton, and so we are allowed to do that. Just need to. There's a process
The
that.
question was accounts transferring and making it mutual with the city of Bluffton
Yeah.
to take over for Bluffton City Utilities.
Are they open to it? I mean, we've talked to Eric and everybody.
Well, I haven't had any communication with the city of Bluffton, so I can't say.
There has not been any action taken in a meeting, but in some discussions during the, when ALMCO was looking at expanding, the subject has been broached. There seems to be a willingness to take it. In order for this to happen, one, we have to have a resolution to relinquish jurisdiction, and they have to have a resolution to accept it. So I assume they could both be in the same resolution. It could be a joint resolution, I assume.
Well, I
That we
would
sign up.
suggest not.
Okay.
I would suggest that they would be similar passed by their
Okay.
distinct boards. But,
Okay.
yep.
A very similar,
Correct, yep.
yeah.
I,
Doesn't have to be like a joint meeting or anything, just Drainage Board does their part, agrees to it, and then City Council, or, I don't know if it's the Board of Works or if it's the City Council that actually has to do it.
the good news is we don't represent the city of Bluffton.
Yes,
so
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Whoever the appropriate board is for the city of Bluffton would have
Yeah.
to approve a similar resolution.
Saying that they
Ours
accept
would
it.
have to be approved first.
Yep.
Because we are the disposing agency.
Yep, right.
They would have to then approve the taking on of the additional. And so the question that I would see in regard to procedure in dealing with the city is whether they would want to execute that resolution now or wait until the construction or the repairs that you've suggested have been made. So I just don't know.
What I was hoping is that we could do the resolution contingent upon those repairs being made so that it's all clear that we're doing this and you're doing that and it's all approved and done, so that we don't run into since it's repaired now and we don't want to take it now. Like, let's try to get it all done at once.
Sure.
On paper.
Sure, common sense leads me to believe, oh, thank you for doing it, yeah, we'll take it on now. But
yeah.
people are different.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
So should we have a conversation with the Board of Works before, let them know it's coming?
I mean, I think they know it's coming.
Okay.
We just,
All I was asking.
yeah, I think from discussions that we've had, they know it's coming. They haven't taken any official action or taken anything in a public meeting to initiate that process, I guess. So do the ordinance to dispose or to transfer jurisdiction. They will do their own ordinance.
I'm probably going to draft both.
Both, okay.
And then let them put it on their appropriate letterhead or their minutes, however they would do that.
Okay.
But it would make sense to me that we would draft both.
Okay.
We've done that for other Wells County organizations when we're acquiring or disposing of property.
Transferring
We've-
between.
We've drafted both
Okay.
similar but distinct resolutions.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to try to get into a position, I mean, it's not like we're not adversarial to them.
Right,
But it's
right.
also not like county council who's coming tomorrow night to get this done.
Right.
I'd suggest two separate. It's not going to increase the cost, it is what it is.
Okay.
So,
Let's just have that ready for our first meeting in August, if it can be done.
I will do my best, sir,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Nice.
But you're not waiting for anything from me?
I don't believe I'm waiting on
Okay.
anything for you, and certainly if we have follow-up questions, which we inevitably will, we'll get with you.
Okay.
Nice. Excellent.
Next item is, we had discussed at our previous meeting, which has been a month ago, about updating or changing, at least updating to make the consent for utility in the drainage easement, at least to have our current attorney's name on it instead of our previous attorney. And then we had discussed potentially changing language. Several of the larger utilities have had some heartburn with a section that, on the liability part, if there was damage, that sort of thing, they've had some heartburn with how that was drafted or how that was worded. Ask if we would be willing to take a look at that. I think I had sent maybe a copy, their attorney had potentially, or put together some potential language. I think I had forwarded that on to you. And don't know if there's, I know we don't want to give up any absolving liability. We don't want to give up any that we don't have to. But there also has to be like recognition that if we hire a contractor, they've got to do the right thing, call 811, do all that stuff as well. We don't want to be held liable for them not doing it. So,
I don't recall you sending me any draft language. I'm not saying you didn't. I just
Okay.
don't recall you doing that.
okay, we'll make sure
So
that
if that's on my end, that's on my end.
if we didn't, I'll make sure you get it. And if we did, we'll resend it. How's that sound?
Thank you, that sounds good.
Okay.
And if you did it right after our last meeting, it probably just got lost.
Like I said, it's been a month ago now.
So
That's-
it just got lost in the shuffle, and I apologize for that.
I think they had given me some proposed language that was better, but maybe not quite what we want yet.
Yep. I'm showing email exchanges on June 16th that I sent to you guys.
Okay. We will make sure that you have that. And then we can- So, I guess one question, if we get all that language together, we have a utility that they were waiting to see if we make changes, what those changes look like. Do we need to approve the changes and then have them submit, or if we get through all the changes, is it, here's our form, send that to the utility for a permit? How do we need to do that? Okay, Citizens Telephone is one utility that, we told them, we think we're going to be changing this, hold off, don't send it. They're wanting to get permits by the end of August. So we have a little bit of time, but,
Well, I'm sorry, what's your question?
does the board need to approve this form after it's completed
Yeah, I would suggest they would.
and then have the utilities fill that out for approval? So potentially, we could do the approval of the forms at the first meeting in August,
Correct.
and then very potentially have ones to approve at the end of August.
The second meeting of
Second
August, yeah.
Okay. That way we can give them timelines for that.
Yep.
Okay. The only other, I guess, I don't know if this is new business or old business. When we took the agreement for on-call emergency drain repair and maintenance bids, we took those once. We did not have the amount of contractors that we thought we were going to. We opened that up for another round of contractors. We had several more, or a few more. I did have one that's kind of a new contractor, has not worked for me personally. I know he used to do work for the drainage board and the surveyor's office 5 years ago. We sent him the paperwork and told him to submit it. Is that something that you guys are wanting to do those as they come in, or are we going to lock that down to once a year? What do you guys want to do with that?
I think this year we do it as they come in, but it would be nice to just do it one and done going forward.
I agree. Okay. So I have one that's from J&J Renovation. We were given their quotes, like for a mini excavator, it's $80 an hour. Skid loader is $80 an hour. Kind of falls within the range of the other ones that we've taken already. So then I would recommend that for approval.
Make a motion to approve J&J on the list of contractors for drainage board.
Second it.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
3-0.
And then the only thing on the ongoing projects, on the Craven tile, this is the one that NIPSCO had submitted a utility permit, language crossed out that we kicked back to them. We'll tell them to wait until after the first meeting in August, that hopefully we'll have this finalized by then to resubmit. Don't have any other updates, or, well, I guess the McLean Open, there was an open drain that there was several places that had some pretty severe erosion. There was probably about 300 feet that we actually had to pull the slopes back, and then there was a couple other places on the adjacent landowner where there was curves that they put rock and did some erosion repairs on it. That was done last week, actually. Don't have an update on the Kane tile. And under new business, so Grant County contacted us last week to see if I would be willing to serve as a fifth member for a joint drainage board between Grant and Blackford County. Said that I would, but in case there is a scheduling conflict, whenever they schedule that meeting, I hate to tell somebody that, yeah, I'll do it, and then not have a backup plan. I don't know when the meeting is going to be scheduled yet, but I'm assuming in September timeframe, we're guessing. They haven't sent any notices out, they haven't done anything yet, so might be in October. If for some reason I could not do it from a scheduling perspective, would one of you want to serve as the fifth member on a drainage board that is in a county that neither of the two counties are ours, but you'd serve as a fifth member? Anybody willing to do that in the event that I can't?
Which two counties, Blackford?
Blackford and Grant.
Where do they meet at? One or the other?
I don't know if they'll meet in Marion.
In Huntington, I've done one in Allen County before. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if they'll meet in Marion or if they'll meet somewhere closer. I don't know where they would meet.
They give you notice. It's not like, hey.
They give you notice. It's not, hey, tomorrow you got to do this.
I'm further south, I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, and it's kind of if I can't do it.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure before we tell them, oh yeah, we'll help you out, and then
Yeah, I don't mind being your
we
alternate.
leave them hanging. I don't want to do that. So I've served as fifth members on several joint drainage boards around the area. I know the former Huntington County surveyor served on several of ours that we've had. That it's kind of an obligation, I guess, to help out the neighboring counties whenever they ask. So, okay. we'll give them my name, but you'll be a backup if needed.
Yeah, unless there's an objection.
No.
And that is all I have. There's not much of a crowd, so.
The judge showed up to make sure you're doing it correctly.
All right,
That's all I have.
that's it. Okay, Nate, anything for the Drainage Board today?
Nope.
No? You guys have anything else that needs to be brought up? All good?
No, yep, sorry guys.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We are complete.